we trying to get in there for the show and prove. It looked optimistic, and they still, because of COVID, not allowing us to go in. So the other alternative means you got to do. You get the name say, oh, what are they doing over there? They gonna get to school. First of all, check this one more time. Who is the original man? The original man, he got a black man. He's the what? There you go. Say no more. He's the maker and the owner. So here I am, because sentimentally and historically, we've been using Harry Tubman, right? But that's their house. That's their house. And we decided to close it. Question. Here the question some people gonna ask. You the dog, ain't you? Where your place at? Why are you asking me about mine? Oh, making owner? You sound cute, quoting that degree. Well, where's your work? See, this is my building. Where's yours? Other than the school around the corner. But when it's November and it's 20 below, you're not trying to have her or her children out there in the cold. Or you need God. So where's your place? What plan, what idea do you have? Because he ain't playing. See his idea. You talking about 57,255,139,685, and I'm building all around you. I'm taking your hood, I'm jacking it. I'm putting up edifices and buildings that have nothing to do with you. Land. You have none. Poor individual. Huh? Yeah. So you gotta think rich. We the poor righteous teachers only because it's the part where we were treated poorly at. Not because I need to be economically poor. You be rich in your mind. Not as that equality. That's why Almighty God said what he said. You got no time. Peace to the Panthers. Peace to all these organizations that were there and the young laws and them. But you want to overthrow something? Overthrow the devil on your plane. Overthrow that one first. See, because he came later, didn't he? The devil. Am I correct? Who was here first? So good and evil has his origin in you. All he is a reminder of what not to be. Because he ain't playing with you. He's born through hurt and sin. I'm going to remind you, see? And I'm going to do it subtly. How you doing, Mr. Divine Prince? Oh, I see you live over here in this area. Yeah, but you and your mother and them? Folks, check and get up there. We'll be buying this building. I live here all my life. I don't care nothing about that. That, let me hit you with that one. I'm sorry. Yeah, because subtly, that's how it looks when I give it to you. Now I got people taking mad exoduses and leaving here. He's not playing. These degrees are real here. So it comes back to, what are you doing? So here it is, we're talking about putting something on our property. And we get black about that. Not a problem. I ain't mad at you. Let me say something, my brother Reality dropped, right? This is real. Because you don't like an idea, don't make you not my brother. I love everything's real. We're not always gonna see eye to eye. Richmond said, yo, God, please, great idea. I hear you, not gonna work. Oh, I wanna talk to you. You ain't nothing. And then we start that, nah, let me hear you. What do you mean, God? Because you may have a plan that might be much better than the one I'm presenting. And we're talking about something that would serve the nation. But don't go behind my back, subtly. Huh? I'm not stupid neither. And then whip and create some plans. You don't like something? Come. Sabu does it. Born justice. Prince. We're not gonna do it. Yo, God, not good, man. I don't bet. I love you like cooking, man. You may want to do it this way. That's being objective and critiquing something. And I'm in your face, I'm straight shooting. That's what need that. I need that in the bar. You come in all day long. I ask for that. I don't talk to him. See, wait, God, let me tell you something. And I'm a kind of conclude on this note. When I get it, and I've had that. Yo, I don't talk to your God. You talk to my people, God, I don't really talk to him. Wow. That's your brother. He's an integral part of this particular process. Why would you not want to talk to him? Yo, God, that's just some something. There's no not you talking to him. I'm saying nothing about your little, because his hat was better than yours in the day, and they laughed at you, and then they big upped him, and so ever since then, you got a grudge, and come on, you serious? Oh, yo, God, when you talk to me, I might have been wrong. I'm wrong with two left shoes sometimes too, right? But I'm at this day and time, I'm not, how you put it, I'm more of a God to understand the reality. Yo, God, peace. Positive cases, Victoria. I apologize. You can accept or reject it. But we gonna move on here. That's real. And that's the idea. And the idea is coming together as a nation, speaking one language, having one idea. Right. We in a crisis. When this thing hit us, man, tell us about how the devil is made. The devil is made from the people grabbing separated germs. In the black red body, just 2 germs. He decides to microscopically put into the atmosphere. We already know what that was for. Right? Germs to negatively impact you. We walking around here, God got one on now, Sasha, with the face mask, you have to protect it. That's called prevention. We get it. Yo, God, I ain't taking the shirt. You don't have to, God. Well, I think it's prevention. When it started, we closed the school down. Listen to this one. A rocket scientist came to me from this nation and said, on the eve of the pandemic, why did we not have a cipher in the yard with everybody and no face mask to decide if the school should be open now? I had to ask God, are you high right now? Oh, no. For real? And then you give me, listen to this one, your conspiracy. You see, Divine Prince telling me that, I get it. Because he gonna come to me, well, God, I'm gonna take the shot. Let me show you the signs I researched. Well, okay, bet. But you're just coming from conjecture. You restart. But and my point is, so from that point on, that we've been holding it down. You see what it did? It took our family out of here. It took our brother K Slade. These people are not playing here, man. Peace to that brother. He was a staunch supporter of us. Staunch supporter, K Slade. Held our flag, peace to the gods, ran with us. Independently of his own volition. Yo, peace to the gods, want to say, yeah, man, peace to him, man. It saddens me when you see that too. Right? So my point is, right, and here we are now, and we're fighting for our own. We in a mean fight. We're losing loved ones, right? But the building doesn't stop, God. Right? And that's what we do. We need to build, God. But let me say this to you. Let me take it back to the wilderness. It starts with, if you do not like something, then you say, let me pick up the phone, let me call you, God. God, you can spearhead now? I don't know about that one, man. Right? Then you wait till later on to rally cry. Come on, I ain't got time for that. So, again, man, first we say, it's beautiful looking at you on this beautiful day of wisdom equality, wisdom culture, right? Or manifesting equality, right? I'm glad you're here. Another thing, let me say this to you. Listen to me, I'm gonna conclude, got no phone, you gonna be next? Yeah. So, let me say this to you. This needs to stop too. Do not allow people to get up here and browbeat you, talking about you ain't say he out trash, the nation ain't going nowhere. This is why this is what you do. Wow, excuse me. Right? See, because I've never known a time when God's not built. See, you're referring to and wasting my time about people who are diametrically opposite to me. So instead of telling me about how you can take an idea and make it manifest, you want to get up here and browbeat me with your flowery words about this is why we ain't got nothing. because we don't come together. See, look at that. I wouldn't want that. See, look at over here. And see, why she's sitting here? And look at this over here. See? Right? And you miss, I'm not in church. There's one brother, I love him dearly. I told him, yes I did. Yes I did. I got him here on my tongue. I love him, he's my brother. Come up here one more time and say something about, look at my work, because you ain't got nothing, and I'm gonna beat you right in front of everybody. I'm gonna jump on you right there. I'm not playing with you. I'll beat you right there. There ain't no, oh, peace, God, I'll beat you right there. I'm tired of that. Almighty God didn't teach that. Yeah, I mean, we get it, God. Let me say something to you. In order to have a solution, you have to identify a problem. Yes, we need to identify that. There ain't no more getting up here talking about, God, here's the problem. But see, if you leave me hanging, right? See, because God told me one day, moons ago, he said, yeah, God, you always get me to talk about drugs this, drugs that. You think no NA meeting? Okay, stupid. Knowledge, my wisdom, and every word that proceeds out my mouth. The knowledge, understanding, he says, but does not mean what do you do? It means on the contrary. What but means? It means contrary to what you read 5 degrees earlier about what makes it. I'm telling you now, I bring you. They continue daily. The T85 said, all you see here, first man has no earthquake. Come to look God, no one sees when he died. Just believe out 85%. The 10% knows that when the man died, he's not coming back from death until when he dies now. Because death is never known to turn to grave. In all history, Islam never revealed anyone come back from physical death, but you can't come back from mental death because the lost and found was once mentally dead, and what happened? Become. Not physically dead, only mentally dead. What does recovery mean? It means that I'm back. Right, God. No longer do I allow this addiction, whatever it is, sex, drugs, to consume me. Allah said that out his mouth. But he said it's simple. If you want to believe something, you want to master something, leave it alone. But how do you leave it alone? One, I got to engage with you. Right? So when I say that, I'm saying, the only reason why I'm saying that is because, no, I'm not a Christian. No, I'm not Bill Duck. I'm not trying to have an NA near. Right? I'm not him. Peace to him. Right? But, say this to you too. Wherever we meet, if we find this building, wherever we go, take your act on the road. We're not playing. I'm not religious. Do whatever you want to do. But God, look at your eyes. I always say it constantly. The eye is round because it gives you the well-rounded picture of reality. How could you come to a place where we're having a parliament act, a parliament? The Christians, Jews, the Muslims don't even do that. The smoke flying, and instead of you being loud, the weed is loud. Wow. Do that over there, God. I mean, I peace to you. I know you like cook food, you get your drink on, I'll right back. But yeah, up there, God, Come on, man. And reality says something too that's universal. God is what?
All wise and right.
Yeah, but he's 2 words. Say, God. Seeing the what? But I'm seeing first. Right, I ain't hearing you, I'm seeing you first. Right? And then, again, actual facts. Light travels faster than sound. Okay, you sound slick. I ain't messing with a lost y'all. And that's happened in my life. Yeah, that's happened. As much signs I thought sounded pretty. I had a lot of people didn't want to be taught by me because the way I was living. Your work, I see your work. I was like, oh, I ain't messing with him. I'm messing with God, peace, God. I like the way you get. I need to jump over you. You play the game. Yeah, please, I want you to teach me. Right. You sound good, and if I gotta do that, then it may not even be magnetic in the sound you making. You just making a whole lot of noise. But we here together, God, having our parliament. It's beautiful seeing you, right? And man, we gotta build. You gotta keep your hands up. Elevation means to grow, but make no mistake. Hills and mountains, because 1,910,000 square miles. Somebody help me out. What degree is that? Right, power. Pride is power. So in order to gain truth and power, you got to climb some hills and mountains. This ain't gonna be easy, God. Right. It never was, especially for the 5%. Never gonna be easy for you. You know? So with that, I'm gonna say peace.
Peace, nation, peace. Good to see everybody here. I haven't seen y'all in a couple of years.
Yes, sir.
But I've been in tune with sound, watching the videos Rashid been posting up on his channel, and the God Unique and Prince putting the Zoom up. So I've been in tune with a lot of things that's going on. I'm Lord Born Justice Allah. Mathematics is wisdom, culture, or freedom, all being born to equality. My wisdom manifests in what I know. My culture is what I live. My equality is what I give. There's a lot of calls, a lot of misconceptions about certain things that's going on. I'm not going to say in a nation. I'm going to put it in one geographical spot, which is the law school in Mecca. Our brother Umar returned to the essence. I think it's about 2 years now, if I'm correct. I'm in touch with his children. They live like 3 blocks away from me. I spoke to one of them Friday. You know, he might pop up today. We'll see what happens with that. My point is this. A law school in Mecca is under new, I'm going to say, leadership. There's not no one person calling the shots at the school. It's a group of us. I've been elected to be the chairperson or the president of the Law Youth Center in Mecca. That's the position that Umar held when he was physically amongst us. We have a sister, her name is Asia. She was the chairperson, she stepped up. She got too much on her plate. She can't handle what has to be done. She can't be at meetings, and she can't basically do certain things in the capacity that she should be doing it. So she nominated me to be the chairperson. I accepted. I didn't want to accept it, but at the time, things have to be put in perspective. Somebody has to guide the Law Youth Center in Mecca to the next generation. The plan is to get young people to add on to the Law Youth Center in Mecca. Like, we got a chairperson, we want a youth chairperson. We have a vice chairperson, we want a youth vice chairperson. Secretary, vice secretary, young, youth. We want the youth to take over a Law Youth Center in Mecca. I put the call out on Facebook. We need people to add on to the executive board. I got one resume from a brother in Cincinnati, in Chicago. Locally, it's been quiet. Why? I do not know, but I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it until we get all slots full. What's happening right now, some of the gods of earth that's on the Law Youth Center in Mecca, we've got resources that we are working on to bring young people to the school starting in July. You know, school is over with in June. We let them get a little break. After the 4th of July, we're going to bring youth programs to the school. We've been in contact with the fire department, the police department, the health department, the Red Cross. We have an earth that's going to be teaching CPR. We got another sister going to teach some of the sisters how to sew. And these are all for children, not grown-ups. We ain't got no age bracket set yet, but we're working on it. We plan on providing lunch for them. We plan on providing field trips with no cost to the parents. We want to bring the children back to the school to get re-educated, and at the same time, we'll sprinkle some knowledge into our interacting with them. Because you know you're dealing with a bunch of people who are uncivilized people. So you got to be mindful of when you drop seeds of knowledge to an uncivilized person's child. Because some people are funny saying, you can't teach my child that. You know, I teach my child this, this, and this, especially on how to eat. How you going to tell my child not to eat no pork? So we're going to introduce it to them slowly through the nutrition course that we're going to deal with. We also going to provide, if necessary, we can tell if a person's lacking in their hygiene, and we can basically coordinate with them and show them a nice way. Damn, young brother, you need to get a haircut. Come on, I'm going to get a haircut. Why don't you go with me? I'm going to get you a haircut too. Let's call your mom. Let's call your father. Say, listen, my brother is the mentor. He going to get a haircut. Mom, Dad, he want to give me a haircut. Is that okay? Fine. Same thing with a young sister. Maybe her hair might be messed up. Maybe her parents ain't got the money. It's hard out here for a lot of people. It's real hard. And some people cannot even get their children's hair done. They can't even buy them fresh clothes. So we're going to provide all that. Food, clothing, and the shelter of the school when they do come around to interact with us. Teach them how to play chess, teach them how to play checkers, teach them how to be aware of their surroundings and not to get in gangs, deal with conflict resolution, dealing with gun violence, dealing with mental health. All these things take a toll on the child's mindset, especially if their home and their house is dysfunctional. When a woman is by herself, she got 3 jobs and can't watch her children, or the father is beating up the mother all the time, or vice versa, the mother's beating the father up, and the child is seeing this. It takes a toll on the child, where they're not getting love. So where they go? They go to the streets. The streets love them because they're dysfunctional, and they can be easily led what? In the wrong direction, and hard to be led in the what? Right direction. The duty of a law youth center in Mecca, the duty of the civilized people is to teach. Now, what we teach is not just knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, freedom, power, refinement, equality, God, build, destroy, born, complete. We also got to teach them certain things on how they can, human nature. All these things are all the sciences of everything in life. It's not just love, peace, and happiness. It's a whole spectrum of sciences we can teach these children. Now, my bill is that we need y'all to add on. We need y'all to bring y'all resources to the Law Youth Center in Mecca at a law school in Mecca. Because the Law Youth Center is one entity that basically deals with a law school in Mecca. We work hand in hand. It ain't no big eyes, no little U's. We're not coming down there kicking the brothers out that's been down there for these last few years, holding it down, holding the school together, having the program together. There's a misconception throughout the nation that a law school in Mecca don't want to do certain things when it comes time to the growth and development or rebuilding of certain parts of the school or a certain direction the nation should be taking or the school should be taking. And it's not true. You can come to the school any given moment in time in school, there's somebody there that is building, that's adding on, that's cleaning the school, that's be able to answer your question, that you will not have to be lost in the soil. Because a lot of people are what is called naysayers. They will stick a pin in your head just so you won't go help out a brother or a sister that's doing their due diligence at a law school in Mecca. They talk about me like a dog, and guess what? I don't care. It don't bother me because I know what I'm doing. When I say the Lord, born justice is my name, I live that out to the highest magnitude. I don't take no short. I don't have to give my word, but every word that comes out my mouth is the truth, regardless of whom or what. What we're doing is reshaping the mindset of the gods and earth that come to a law school in Mecca to add on, to build. If you want to come to the school, add on. Just come by and say, yo, God, earth, what can I do to add on? I got to work this job. I got to do this. I'm off on Thursday from 2 to 7. I could be at the school doing resume, help somebody with resume, or I can help clean the school, or I'm a carpenter, or I'm an electrician. You have resources. Whatever resources you have, add on. Don't let nobody tell you don't go by the law school in Mecca. They on some nonsense over there. They hate. They don't want to do this, and they don't want to do that. It's far from the truth. We just had a big call. A SOS call came out. I don't know if a lot of y'all was on that call or not, but the call basically went to the structure of the school, being in dire stress and emergency, things of that nature. There's some issues that have to be dealt with the school itself. There's some money that has to be raised for the school itself. A law youth center Mecca is holding certain money that's coming from the vendors that park their carts on the school ground and the truck. The money's in a bank account with 3 people's name on the bank account. No one person could go to the bank and take out $1 without people on the board knowing what's going on. Email is sent to us immediately once the money is taken out of the account. If I was to go, any of y'all was to go, we get y'all the account number to put money in the bank. You can put money in, an email will go out and it would say $100 was put in. They don't tell us who, but $100 was deposited at this particular branch. And we would know. $100 was taken out. We would know by the card number. If they took money out and they're a card holder, we would know. So there's a track record. It's not like money is being misappropriated, money is not being spent. We had a call, the emergency came up about the wall of the law school in Mecca, the back wall. It was leaning. It was about ready to fall. Out of the conversation that we had, it came out that the wall had to get fixed ASAP before the Department of Buildings came in and condemned the school. Or if somebody would have walked by that area of the school where that whole section could have fell on them and somebody could have got seriously hurt. So a decision was made by the guard and the earth at the school, the Law Youth Center in Mecca. We said, you know what, this got to get done ASAP. Got a contractor to come out, took a look at it, gave us a price, we agreed on the price. It got fixed yesterday. Okay, it got fixed yesterday. If you ever get a chance, go by the school, in the back of the school, and look up. You're gonna see one part of the school. It's gonna the color of the facade or the smaller parapet wall. It's gonna be discolored compared to what else is on there. Where the school is painted black, where the flag is at, where the vendors be at. You come down to the school, to the end. You look up. You're gonna see that section, brand new. It came in yesterday. It started at 8 o'clock in the morning. They didn't leave till 7 o'clock last night. I stood there with them. I watched everything they did. I looked up. I went to the roof. I took pictures. I communicated with them. I wanted to know from soup to nuts what they was going to do. From what we saw on the outside wasn't what actually the whole job entailed. They went down, say from here to here, the wall was damaged. You with me? But we didn't see this down here. So when they started taking stuff off the wall, the structure like off the wall, so they got to the brick, they got down here and saw a lot of other loose bricks. So what they did, they went past the scope that we agreed upon, and they chiseled everything out so they got to the solid rock of the wall, and they built it up from here all the way up to the top, and they fortified, restructured that whole part of the school. So if somebody from the Department of Buildings was to go by, in case some idiot, a naysayer said, oh, the sky is falling at a law school in Mecca. It's falling, and they would have came by and looked at it, they saw that it's fixed. See what I'm saying? And they did it on a Saturday morning. So we had to get caught up in the nonsense during the weekday dealing with the Department of Buildings, who always got spied. People, suckers, be making phone calls, thinking they hurt the building of the law school in Mecca, and they not. Because God is seen and heard everywhere. We all wise and righteous. We do everything what? Right and exact. Mathematics don't lie, people do. And it gets under my skin sometimes where people can just always talk negative and put doubt in people's mind. And I say to my brothers and my sisters, stop letting them gas you up. Don't accept nothing on face value. Come and do what? See for yourself. Ask your own question. If you're not satisfied about something you can add on to make a change, to make a difference, to make something better, then bring it. Anybody gonna just say no because you brought it? Or earth could bring an idea, it could be a great idea. And because you're a woman, don't think we don't hear you. Because you're a person that don't know 120, you got a great idea that can work at the school, bring it. Bring it. My email address is bornjustice@gmail.com. If y'all got any idea and y'all want to remain in the cut, so be it. We'll take your idea, we'll look at it, we'll present it to the body, and if we got to put anything to it, boom, we'll do that. And we'll give you credit for your idea. But if you want to remain anonymous, you can get that too. At least you know deep in your heart that when you come by the school and you see something that your idea manifested, you can go inside and smile inside and say, yeah, that was my idea. Wow, they listened to me. And you would take your conversation to somebody else and say, you know what? I had an idea. I gave it to the board. I went to the school. I sent the email. I made a phone call, and they did it. What? They did what? I got a couple of ideas too. So y'all get together, more ideas will come. Allah School in Mecca is our school in Mecca. It ain't my school in Mecca, it's ours. It's our national headquarters. And it should be used like that. Not for a hangout, but for you to come by with resources. Like I said, the goal is to bring the youth back to the street academy. So they can be what? Educated, get knowledge of themselves, and live the life that a young child should be living instead of being stagnating because of what financial situation their parents are going through. And we're not asking the parents for no money. We're even going to start getting grants written for various things that we want to project at the school through a law you sent to Mecca. There's money out there. It's called discretionary funds. We got grant writers that's going to hit all these major marketing stores, BJ, Dr. J, T-Mobile, Spectrum, Con Edison, all of them, Apple, they all got discretionary funds. If you shoot email